From the mind of Mark Yoshimoto Nemkov.
All right, heads up everybody, I just got some back channel information on the new warm audio product that we talked about yesterday, codename Headroom. And it turns out that yes, indeed, it is a preamp, and yes, indeed, it is based upon a tape machine. It is the preamp front end it's based upon the preamp front end of the Ampex 351. Which is a pretty famous tape machine preamp that people have modded and used as a microphone preamp over the years. So this is very interesting. Now, the second thing that's interesting is that it is not called Headroom. I found out that Warm Audio is using Headroom for something else. So it's not this product, which kind of makes sense. Headroom, now let's go back actually real quick. We're going to talk about the new preamp in a second. But Headroom, this is interesting, because if you look at the trademark registration, right, the first thing that they mention is headphones, right? Headphones, microphones, audio processing equipment, namely limiters and compressors, preamplifiers, sound equalizers, and crossovers. So Headroom may be something else entirely. Well, it's not maybe, it definitely is something else entirely. But you know what? I'm thinking somehow headphones are a big part of it. Headroom, right? So is it some kind of headphone monitoring system? Who knows? We'll find out maybe at NAMM. But let's go back to this preamp. So let's take a look at this. So the Ampex 351, if you look at this panel, right, this is basically they pulled the preamp out of a unit. Here, this is what the whole unit looks like, right? And the thing that's cool about a 351 is you can set it actually for, it's got two tape heads, right? Double for like two channels. But you can set it to record as one block. So you can get like mono across the entire width of the tape. So you get better bandwidth on it. So that's pretty interesting. I like that. But the preamp is supposed to be like, this really three-dimensional sounding tube pre that, has been described as mid-range rich. So I don't know what Warm Audio is cooking up, but it is somehow based upon the Ampex 351. And this is really interesting. Before yesterday, when I thought it was Headroom and just some kind of preamp that did some kind of tape emulation thing, I was kind of like, all right, it sounds like gimmicky. But this is really interesting because, Warm Audio has a history of revisiting iconic circuit designs. And this is really one that really people don't talk about. So it's really interesting to me that they went back to a design, a preamp that was designed in the 50s. And they're reconforming it for the modern age somehow. So I have a feeling that it's going to be a big sounding. Would it work for voiceover? I don't know. I highly doubt that Warm Audio will send me one. So that's probably not going to happen because, nobody cares about the voiceover market. But I think this could be a very interesting character pre. People have described the Ampex 351 as like the 610, but much better. So I'm intrigued. Who knows when we'll find out? Well, I know when we'll find out. We'll find out on the 21st what it is. But, how this thing sounds and what's going on. And apparently they have a bunch of review units out already to big pros and stuff. And again, yeah. Is it a good voiceover pre? Would it be good for the kind of stuff that we do? Would it be good for content creation to create like that really rich, lush sound? That's what I want to know. I guess we'll find out eventually. But yeah, Ampex 351. That's what's coming out from Warm Audio, at least their version of it. Not sure what they're calling it yet, and Headroom is something else completely. My guess having to do with headphones. But we'll find out. But Nation, what do you think? Leave a comment. All right, until next time, this is Mark Yoshimoto Nemkov, fading to black.